Welcome to Dynamite Delight. Now, guys, I gotta make this clear. I'm gonna see if I can make this under 10 minutes. I have no air conditioning in this room, no fans on, and all the windows are closed because of all the noise and whatever creepy crawlies that can crawl into my apartment. It is very humid and very warm in this apartment, and it's worse when it's in a room. So this is gonna be as short as possible, so I'm not covering everything. I hope you understand. Let's go first to the six-man tag, the Bucks and Kenny versus Dante Martin, as well as for the Seidel brothers. Dante looks good. Wrestled great when it came to Kenny. But I didn't expect him to win. I didn't expect the Seidel brothers to win. I didn't expect Dante to win. It was not meant to be. They were just meant to keep the Elite busy and feed them, which they did. Now, Christian comes out after the match is over, and he states, for the record, that he is getting his shot at All Out, I believe. He's going after the AEW title. But he also said on the next week's show, or not next week's show, the first ever Rampage show, he's getting a shot at the Impact title. Now, I got my thoughts on that at the end of this review, but that's what you get. He's getting two shots, one at the AEW title and one at the Impact title. He's getting two shots. I'll give my thoughts if I don't forget. I may forget because it's hot in here. Next. Oh, CM Punk was chanted pretty heavily there too. Now, Malachi Black had a really good vid pack. He looked menacing. He looked like a monster. He looked like he will terrify your ass. And it looks good. He's going after whoever is in his way. Fine. That's the way it's supposed to be. Cody's not there. He's got to look for his next victim, which is fine with me. I just want to see the fear in everybody's face when they have to face half the darkness and half the light. That's what I want. That's what we need. Now, we have Garcia, I don't remember his first name, versus Darby Allin. Now, let's make this very, 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 very clear. Did I think Garcia is a good wrestler? He still feels a little green. And working with 2.0, they're green. All three of them. Doesn't mean they're not good wrestlers. They just feel green, all of them. And Garcia, about to say Dante Martin. I know Dante's too young. He's still very green. But Garcia feels green, even though he's a good wrestler. Understand, there are many factors of being a great wrestler other than wrestling ability. You must be able to have a presence in the ring along with wrestling. You got to have a character, if you can get one. And you got to have some charisma along with being able to talk. I haven't heard him talk much. He doesn't really give a lot of charisma in the ring. So it doesn't mean he can't get over it. It just means I think he needs to develop it. And I wasn't surprised Darby Allin won here. He was supposed to win. He was just supposed to. Now I'm going to skip the match between the Hardy brand versus basically remnants of best friends. I'm not going to talk about that, because it really doesn't give a lot, really, except that Matt Hardy has grown a lot. And the only person that's not there is the Butcher, because I think he got injured and he hasn't come back yet. So the Blade's really on his own, not really doing anything except going after Orange Cassidy. That was all about this. Now, we go to Statlander versus Nia Rose, who Nia Rose did attack during that match. She was outside the ring. She got attacked. She got hurt. And that is what I'm focusing on because of how fast this match was. This match was, what, maybe 7 minutes? 7, maybe 8 minutes, maybe 7 to 8 minutes. Statlander won, but it didn't make me feel good to see that match being so quick. And why did it have to be Nia Rose? I'm not against Statlander winning. And I'm not against Nia Rose winning. But Nia Rose just got her ass handed to her by a Britt Baker. She needs to be rebuilt. I would rather see her be seen on Rampage and cut a really good promo on how she's going to rebuild herself. I want to see Statlander do something on Rampage and who she's going to go through to build herself up. Now, I know what was she, 2nd or 5th in line to be next in AEW. I can't remember. But it's not the point. The point is, you're not going to have these women face each other immediately. You need to start building these women along with all the other women and use Rampage to do it. All the promos, all the cutscenes, everything that can't be shown on Dynamite needs to be shown on Rampage. Yes, you're only going to get maybe 3 or 4 matches on Rampage, but that's the point. You can throw all the show's video packages and video segments on Rampage because you just don't got the room on Dynamite. That's why I want to see them really show themselves. Do the promos there, do the vid packs there, and give like 3 or 4 matches. And there's nothing wrong with that because it will be on TNT. That's what I'm just saying. You guys tell me below. Now, we got, let's put in this perspective. When it came to Britt Baker, I'm still not fond of her character. But I am not going to tell you guys that she hasn't gotten over. Because that woman, that damn woman got over big. She has made it possible to get over with a gimmick that was not working at first. She wasn't totally liked. She had some good ring skills. She had to improve herself, which she did. And she got her gimmick over, which being the role model is something I don't like. I'd rather see her as a dentist trying to take your teeth out of your mouth by punching them and kicking them out. But that's just me, but still she's gotten over. Now there you go, Red Velvet. Red Velvet is her first opponent on Rampage, and she made it very clear before Velvet came out that you want your moment, fine. And do I like you or your ability? I don't know. You're not at my level. But I respect your tenacity because I got the same thing. I got the same tenacity as you. But you ain't going to beat me. If this was any other place, you could stand a chance. But not in my hometown, baby. This is Brit's town. And you ain't going to beat me. That's pretty much what she was saying. And then Red Velvet comes out and they have a fight. I'm not surprised. I am not surprised it happened. The only thing that I kind of wished was there was more time to build up into this because it's only been barely 2 weeks. Sorry, my forearm's kind of messed up because of my neck. My shoulder's messed up because of my neck, and I get pain right here. It's so annoying. But it's the way I am. This is what you get when it comes to me. I'm pretty screwed up. Now, Brian Cage and the Starks. The FTW title is eventually going to be defended. I kind of wish it was at Rampage, but I think it's going to be at All Out. I could be wrong. It could be on the next Dynamite or Rampage. No, I don't think it's on Rampage. I think it's either All Out or Dynamite, I think. I just hope it's over. Because Brian Cage needs to move away, like Miro need to move away from Sabian and Penelope Forbes. He need to move away from those two, which he did, and he's done a great job. Just like what happened with Starks talking, he's done well because now he's the focus. Brian Cage needs a mouthpiece. He really does need one because he's not a real good talker, but he's just a monster. And just with that, Miro's the same thing. He is better being by himself. And he's talking very eloquently. I think the reason I'm botching here is because I'm wondering when Lana's showing up. When is TJ going? I believe her name is TJ. When is she showing up? Another month or two from now? I'm wondering. And how is her role going to be on Dynamite? Is it going to be his manager again? Or is she going to try and do what she did back in WWE and try to be a wrestler? Look, like I said, she can be a periodic wrestler. But if she's going to be a wrestler full-time, it won't work. She needs to be a periodic wrestler who mainly manages. She's a better manager than she is a wrestler. That's just the way it is. I'm not against her. She's a beautiful woman. She's an intelligent woman. But still, she ain't the right woman for wrestling. She's a good woman for managing and a bit of wrestling on the side. That's just me. We're moving on. Okay. I don't know how to feel about TJ Marshall dealing with Paul White, because Tony Schiavone's son was knocked the hell out because Tony and QT had their little feud, and he gets knocked out, and then Paul White comes out. Does this mean Paul White is going to be back in the ring for good? I'm hoping not. I hope he's still a commentator, and this is just a short program with QT to get him to stop doing what he's doing, and he can go away for a while. I think he needs a break. That's just me, guys. Tell me below. What else are we forgetting here? The Impact. Here we go. I'm not going to make it under 20 minutes. 15 minutes. I think I'm going to go beyond this. All right, the Impact tag titles are being defended. Fuck Impact Wrestling. I gotta say it because it's only the Good Brothers coming to Impact, from Impact over to AEW instead of maybe XXXL, which we haven't seen them in a while, maybe Reno Scum, which we haven't seen in a while, maybe Thin Juice, which is a New Japan and Impact kind of thing, but you know what I mean. I'd rather see Willie Mack and Rick Swann there. Why can't you hit my lip? And I'm angry. Was it a good match against? I kind of wish Evil Uno and Stu Grayson won because they could go to Impact and then they can meet Decay. Decay and Dark Order sound like a recipe for success. Something interesting. Dark Order meeting the Decay. And you could actually say, like in one of my Impact Wrestling specials that I did. Booking the Wrestler Impact Edition. There you go. It's been a while since I thought about it. And I did talk about Dark Order dealing with Decay. I believe I did. It's been a while. But I would have liked to see Stu Grayson and Evil Uno win those titles. I know no one's going to be happy about that because they're AEW guys and going over to Impact. But I did say this. I said it, I'm sure I did, that Impact and Dark Order should work together. They should. No, don't mean Impact. You see it's warm in here. My brain's beginning to turn to jello. Dark Order and Decay working together through Impact working with AEW. And still fuck Impact Wrestling for not sending more people. Sorry for being loud. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. Oh, I'm so sorry, my mic. That sounded really weird. I'm sure. I'm sorry. But you get my point. The Good Brothers won. That was a surprise. Now, final thing I'm going to talk about will be Wardlow and Chris, the fourth labor of Jericho. Whew, it's warm in here. Whew! This is how you get tired. This is how you get heat exhaustion. It is warm in my apartment. But, I have to finish this video. Was this a good match? You got at least 7 or 8 power bombs on Chris, who managed to pull it out. Now here's the question. Will this be special at the end? Because now, after it was all said and done, and pretty much Sammy had to come out and Hager had to come out to help out because Spears came out. It basically boils down to MJF getting the last thing he wants in his stip. And that is no Judas effect and no Judas. No music. No Judas effect. No bionic elbow in reverse. This is about Chris coming out to no music and to no finishing move of the Judas effect at all. He'll probably still have the Walls of Jericho. He will still have the Code Breaker. But no Judas effect, which has been winning him matches for almost 2 years now, generally. Generally speaking, he's been winning because of the Judas effect. And now he's not allowed to use it if he wants to go after MJF. And he's not coming out to his music because he will be barred from it. Now, it's going to be interesting because we know when he comes out, everyone's going to be singing that bitch. And we know how great AEW really is by seeing how invested the fans will be in Chris and singing his music without the music playing. It is going to be interesting. Was this a good show? Yeah. Whew, it's warm in here. It was a good show. I don't know what the ratings are going to be after Dynamite with Rampage. It's going to be interesting. This Dynamite will probably get 1.1 ratings. Or 1 ratings. That's what I think. 1.1, maybe near 1.2. But I think 1.1 ratings. What I think about Rampage, I don't know yet until I review it. I'm going to review it. I don't know if I'm going to do it after this, but I am going to review it. But this is just me. Have a good day. Have a good night. And watch my Impact Wrestling review tomorrow. Peace.